You think Brazil is just about football, carnival, and beautiful people? What if I told you this country hides one of the most extreme contrasts in the world, where stunning beauty, free welfare, and harsh survival exist side by side? Today, we are going to uncover the real Brazil, a country that can surprise you at every turn. Learn about a country every day. Brazil. This is one of the most unique countries in South America, and in some ways, one of the most unusual in the world. First, Brazil is known as a country where women significantly outnumber men. There are more than 6 million more women than men across the country, and that is only the beginning. Brazil is also globally recognized as a kingdom of supermodels and beauty pageants. Almost everywhere you look, you will find beauty competitions happening constantly. It is said that every day there are hundreds of beauty contests taking place across the country. Because of the imbalance between men and women, social relationships in Brazil can be very different from what you might expect. In many areas, it is not uncommon for a man without a stable income or even a permanent home to maintain relationships with 2 or 3 women at the same time. Some even claim to have many girlfriends. These relationships are not just casual dating. They can include emotional attachment, physical intimacy, and even raising children together. In some cases, women willingly share responsibilities, support the household, and accept this kind of arrangement. For many, having a partner becomes more about companionship than traditional marriage structures. At the same time, Brazil offers one of the largest free healthcare systems in the world. This system is available not only to citizens but also to legal residents, tourists, and even undocumented individuals. From basic medical visits to surgeries, vaccinations, and even long-term treatments such as HIV care, everything can be free. In theory, even serious conditions like cancer treatments or organ transplants are covered. Patients do not need to pay for services or medications. It sounds almost unbelievable. However, reality is more complicated. Due to limited resources, long waiting times are very common. Hospitals are often overcrowded, equipment can be outdated, and shortages of medicine happen frequently. While the system is free, access to timely and effective treatment can still be a major challenge. For many families, when urgent care is needed, they are forced to turn to private clinics, which can be extremely expensive. Education in Brazil is also largely free. From preschool to high school, public education does not require tuition fees. Students often receive free textbooks, uniforms, meals, and even transportation in remote areas. Public universities also offer free education with only minimal registration costs. On paper, this system provides equal opportunities for everyone. But again, the reality is not perfect. Many public schools suffer from poor infrastructure, lack of resources, and frequent teacher strikes due to unpaid wages. In some areas, especially in poorer neighborhoods, school violence and gang influence make it difficult for students to study in a safe environment. For many children, simply going to school is already a challenge. Brazil is also known for having one of the most generous labor systems in the world. Workers are entitled to 30 days of paid annual leave, and during this period, they receive not only their full salary, but also an additional bonus equal to 1/3 of their monthly pay. On top of that, employees receive a 13th month salary at the end of the year. Combined with numerous public holidays, weekends, and events like Carnival, Brazilians can have over 100 days of rest per year. From the outside, it may seem like a dream lifestyle. But behind this system, the economic reality tells a different story. The average income in Brazil is not high, and for most people, it is only enough to cover basic living expenses. Housing is the biggest burden. In major cities, property prices are extremely high, and mortgage interest rates can reach very high levels. For many families, owning a home is almost impossible. As a result, millions of people live in informal settlements or slums. These areas often lack proper infrastructure such as clean water, electricity, and sanitation. Living conditions can be extremely difficult, and residents face constant risks from crime and instability. While they may not pay rent, they pay a much higher price in terms of safety and quality of life. Food, although relatively affordable in terms of basic ingredients, still takes up a large portion of household income. Eating out is considered a luxury for most families. Many people rely on credit cards and loans just to maintain daily life, leading to widespread debt. A significant portion of households have little to no savings. Public safety is another major concern. Brazil has one of the highest crime rates in the world. Robberies, theft, and violent crimes are part of everyday life for many people. In certain areas, residents live in constant fear, avoiding showing valuables, being cautious in public spaces, and sometimes even fearing to go outside. In extreme cases, violence can escalate quickly, and resisting a robbery can have serious consequences. Despite all these challenges, Brazil continues to stand out globally in culture and identity. It is one of the biggest exporters of supermodels in the world, with a strong beauty pageant culture deeply embedded in society. For many young women, participating in beauty contests is seen as a path to change their lives. Across the country, thousands of competitions are held every year, ranging from local events to international stages. Football is another defining element of Brazil. It is more than just a sport. It is a national passion and a cultural symbol. The Brazilian national team is one of the most successful in history, and football is played everywhere, from professional stadiums to simple streets and open fields. During major tournaments, the entire country comes together. Businesses may close, streets fill with celebrations, and even rival groups can temporarily set aside conflicts. This is Brazil, a country full of contradictions, a place where beauty and hardship exist side by side, where people may not be the wealthiest, but they know how to live, how to celebrate, and how to find joy even in difficult circumstances. If this video changed the way you see Brazil, make sure to like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next story about our world.